Hey guys, this is your league commissioner with the Week 13 recap. Uh, Kyle Besa is a big winner this week. Not only did he score the most points, but all the pieces fell into place, and he got the last playoff spot after passing Mike in total points. The last time that Kyle's team was in sixth place was back in week 2, and he jumps back up into the top half of the standings just in time. This is almost as crazy a comeback as that Aaron Rodgers Hail Mary pass to Richard Rodgers on Thursday night. All week I was like, oh man, I don't know what to do about my tight end. Gronkowski's out, and like, there's no way I'm gonna get Scott Chandler off the waiver wire. In case you guys forgot, my team's been in first place all season, so I get last dibs on the waiver wire. Anyway, I could have picked up some other shitty tight end, but I didn't. I just went with the one on my bench. You know, did you know that just this last week, Mike picked up and dropped like 8 tight ends, 4 quarterbacks, and 12 defenses? No, I'm just fucking, but I'm gonna read you a stat. Throughout the season, Mike had 46 acquisitions, aka waiver wire pickups, and 3 trades for a total of 12 players. That's over 3 pickups a week. That's 15 more pickups than Joey, who had the second most pickups and a team riddled with injuries. It's a lot of moves. Anyway, I went with my crappy backup tight end, and he scored a lot of points, and I beat Adam's sorry ass team. Here's another stat for you. Last year, Will scored the most points in the league. It was 1,509 points in an 8-team league over 14 weeks. This year, my team only scored 5.5 less points than Will's, but it was in a 12-team league and in one less week. I really wanted to break his record, but I guess I'll just have to settle for beating Adam's sorry ass team for the second time this season. Uh, Adam lost. Did I mention that already? But because Luke lost to Curtis, Adam still gets the second seed and a first round bye. Adrian Peterson had yet another disappointing Monday night. Captain America gets the victory and proves that comeback tie that he had back in week 2 wasn't a fluke. Luke gets one more chance to beat Curtis next week when they play each other for the third time this season as the 4th and 5th seeds. Here's some advice. If you play Luke in the playoffs, pick up someone who's got one of those Monday night games. Even if it means playing someone on that terrible Miami Dolphins team or that shitty New York Giants, somehow they'll get you the win over Luke. I got another stat for you. Curtis is the only person in this whole league to make the playoffs both years. Does that make him the best? No. No, it does not. And Nick is the only person in this whole league to make the Sacco both years. Does that make him the worst? Yes. I'm sorry. I don't know why I think it's so funny, but yes, it does make him the worst. Eric's losing streak continues. That's 7 in a row now. And Kyle's win over Joey sends Eric to the Sacco Bowl, where he's the favorite, to win the Dildo Baggins Trophy over Nick, who got his 3rd win of the season over Mike. Nick and Kyle may not be going to playoffs, but their seasons ended on high notes because they knocked Mike and Joey out of the playoffs. 3 weeks ago, Joey was in second place. Then he lost 3 games in a row to end the season, and it cost him that playoff spot. Joey did manage to pass Mike in total points, so at least he's the number 1 seed in the consolation bracket. There's always DraftKings. We'll put up a pretty low score this week, despite Cam Newton being this week's MVP. Shut the fuck up, Sadie! But Will got the win over Timmy and is the number 3 seed in playoffs. Timmy should just be glad, that he owns the tiebreaker over Eric and he won't be playing for the Sacco. So that's it for the regular season, guys. Good luck in the playoffs. You're going to need it. ESPN Fantasy Football won't let me split the playoff schedule into 3 separate brackets the way I want to, so I'll have to edit the matchups each week, and so that you're playing the right opponent. When you see it say, in the recent activity, like League Manager is changing settings, I'm not cheating. I'm just making it the way it's supposed to be. The official bracket I'll keep on my scratch paper or my whiteboard, and I'll post pictures in the recaps or the group message or something. For the next 3 weeks, we should have as many people as possible watch the games together. It'd be fun. Joey and I have this idea that we're going to play a team drinking game where your opponent in fantasy it has to be on the other team in the drinking game. Either we'll play like Charlie McDennis from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia or True American from New Girl, and I'll like find the rules and post them below. Or actually, so It's Always Sunny's on Netflix. Season 7, episode 7 is Charlie McDennis. You should watch it. It's dope. Um, yeah, we'll hang out and get drunk, and I'll win the Shiva, and it'll be awesome. Don't be gay. The Shiva Bowl is the Sunday after Christmas, and people should be in town soon, so let me know when you guys can play around to golf. The reason we did it so late last year was that Kyle Ernsberger, Shiva champion 2014, had knee surgery, so we postponed it until he recovered and people were back in town. And unless too many people can't make the game or something, I think we should have this year's golf game sooner rather than later. All right, guys, let me know.